Throughout history, animals have often been surrounded by myths, symbolism, and cultural interpretations that shape how people perceive them. One of the most fascinating examples is the black cat. In many parts of the world, black cats are associated with bad luck, mystery, or even supernatural forces. While in some cultures they are considered symbols of protection or prosperity, in others they carry an unfair reputation rooted in centuries of folklore, fear, and misunderstanding. Understanding why black cats are considered bad luck in some countries requires exploring a mix of history, religion, cultural traditions, and human psychology. The belief that black cats bring bad luck is most commonly associated with Europe and North America. One of the earliest roots of this superstition can be traced back to the Middle Ages. During this time, European societies were heavily influenced by religious doctrine and a widespread fear of witchcraft. Black cats became linked to witches because people believed witches could transform into animals, particularly cats, to move secretly through villages at night. Since cats are naturally quiet, independent, and active after dark, they easily fit into the mysterious image people imagined for supernatural creatures. Black cats, with their dark fur blending into the night, appeared especially eerie to people living in candlelit societies, where darkness often symbolized danger or evil. The association between black cats and witchcraft intensified during the period of the witch hunts in Europe, particularly between the 15th and 17th centuries. During this time, thousands of people, mostly women, were accused of practicing witchcraft and were persecuted or executed. Cats, especially black ones, were believed to be familiars, supernatural companions that helped witches perform magic. People believed these animals carried out dark tasks or acted as spies for witches. As a result, both suspected witches and their cats were sometimes killed. Over time, these fears became embedded in cultural stories and passed down through generations, turning the black cat into a lasting symbol of bad luck. Another reason black cats gained their unlucky reputation is related to symbolism in medieval Christianity. In many religious interpretations, darkness was associated with sin, evil, and the unknown, while light symbolized purity and goodness. Because black cats were literally dark in color and often appeared at night, they became unintentionally connected to these negative symbolic meanings. This interpretation reinforced the idea that encountering a black cat might be an omen of something bad about to happen. One of the most widely known superstitions is the belief that if a black cat crosses your path, it brings bad luck. This idea became especially popular in Western folklore. Some historians suggest that the superstition may have originated from medieval beliefs about spirits and omens. People thought certain animals crossing one's path could signal messages from the supernatural world. Since black cats were already associated with witches and darkness, seeing one cross the road could be interpreted as a warning or a bad sign. Over time, this belief became a common superstition, repeated in stories, literature, and popular culture. However, it is important to note that not all cultures view black cats negatively. In fact, some countries consider them symbols of good fortune. In Japan, for example, black cats are believed to bring prosperity and protection, especially for single women seeking good relationships. In parts of the United Kingdom and Scotland, a black cat appearing at your doorstep is thought to bring wealth and good luck. Sailors in the past often kept black cats on ships because they believed the animals would protect them from storms and ensure a safe journey. Fishermen's families sometimes kept black cats at home as a sign that their loved ones would return safely from sea. These contrasting beliefs show how superstition is often shaped by cultural perspective rather than factual evidence. The same animal that symbolizes bad luck in one society can represent protection or fortune in another. This difference highlights how human interpretation and storytelling influence how people perceive the natural world. Psychology also plays an important role in maintaining the superstition surrounding black cats. Humans tend to remember events that confirm their beliefs and ignore those that contradict them. For example, If someone who believes in the superstition sees a black cat and later experiences something unfortunate, they may link the two events together, even if they are unrelated. This phenomenon, known as confirmation bias, helps superstitions persist across generations. Stories of unlucky encounters with black cats become memorable and are repeated, reinforcing the belief over time. Popular culture has also contributed to the mysterious reputation of black cats. Halloween imagery frequently includes black cats alongside witches, bats, and haunted houses. Movies, cartoons, and books often portray them as magical or eerie creatures. While these depictions are usually meant for entertainment, they unintentionally strengthen the old stereotypes that associate black cats with bad luck or supernatural powers. Unfortunately, these superstitions can have real-world consequences for black cats today. Animal shelters in some countries report that black cats are adopted less frequently than cats with other coat colors. Some people still feel uneasy about adopting them due to lingering cultural beliefs. Others simply overlook them because their dark fur makes them harder to photograph or notice in shelter environments. Animal welfare organizations often work to challenge these misconceptions by promoting awareness that black cats are just as affectionate, playful, and loving as any other cat. In modern times, many people recognize that the superstition surrounding black cats is based on historical myths rather than reality. Science and education have helped reduce the fear that once surrounded these animals. More people now view black cats as symbols of beauty, elegance, and mystery, rather than bad luck. In fact, their sleek black coats and bright eyes make them uniquely striking animals admired by cat lovers around the world. Ultimately, the belief that black cats bring bad luck reveals more about human culture and history than about the animals themselves. It reflects centuries of storytelling, fear of the unknown, and the human tendency to search for meaning in everyday events. As societies continue to evolve and question old superstitions, black cats are gradually shedding their reputation as omens of misfortune. Instead, they are increasingly appreciated for what they truly are: ordinary cats with extraordinary charm. By understanding the origins of these beliefs, people can separate myth from reality and see black cats in a new light. Rather than symbols of bad luck, they become reminders of how powerful cultural narratives can be, and how easily they can shape the way humans view the world around them.